Hello! I am so excited to film this video today. I haven't posted a video on my channel in a long time. It's been a very busy first year of Ace's life. Transitioning from 2 kids to 3 was very crazy and busy and overwhelming. And I just felt like I haven't had the space to do a lot of the things I want to do, like my YouTube channel or writing stuff that I want to work on. So I feel like things are getting a little bit easier to manage now that Asa is 16 months old, and I'm excited to start making some more videos and like posting more on my channel. So anyway, today I wanted to share how I do my grocery shopping and meal planning for the week for my family of 5 people. The reason I wanted to make this, I actually had a conversation with my sister Lauren about this like a week ago. And Lauren, we were talking about meal planning and stuff, and she was like, "You cook dinner for your family 7 nights a week?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do." And I didn't even think about it. I think I'm so used to it that I was like, that did take a lot of it took me a lot of trial and error to figure out how to plan out the meals for the week without it feeling so overwhelming. So I just wanted to share some of my thoughts and my process in the hopes that this will help out someone else. Even if you don't have kids, just like feeding yourself and planning your meals for the week, I feel like can be so overwhelming. So hopefully I can share something that will make it feel a little bit lighter and easier. Okay, so first of all, the first thing I do is I go into my fridge with a paper and a pen, which I don't have a pen right now. I love this notebook. This is from Simplified, like the Simplified Planner people. I love this cute notebook. But anyway, you can use any notebook you have. And I go into my fridge and freezer and pantry, and I just open it up and I look at everything, and I kind of make 2 columns on a piece of paper. You could do this on your phone, but I am very old school and I like pen and paper type things. So hence why I have a binder and a notebook for this process. But anyway, you open up your fridge and your pantry, and I just make 2 columns. I write have and need. And it's very like messy on the page. Like I don't even stay in the columns, but this is just so helpful for me to have this visual layout of, okay, here are some things that we have. You don't have to write down every item that you have, but for me, like I wrote down, I have a Roma tomato, I have a lime, I have 2 chicken breasts, I have some naan bread left over, I have burger buns, I have Mexican rice. These are like, I'm kind of looking for like, what are some key ingredients that I could use in dinners in the week to come? So that's kind of what I put in the have column. It's not like the staples. Or if you're kind of having a hard time remembering, you could just write like, I have 1 gallon of milk, I need to get another. So I do a have column and a need column. And then need, I'm just looking around and I'm like, okay, we don't have any apples, we need to get apples. We don't have any bananas, we need to get bananas. Or I'll write, we have 2 apples, so we need to get this many or whatever. So you can kind of get a number. So I write have and need in my notebook. Then the next step is I look at my calendar. So I'll pull out my phone and I look at, what do we have going on this week? Do we have any really busy nights where I'm gonna wanna do like a crock pot meal that I can put on in the morning, or something that I can like cook the day before and double the recipe and then just heat it up the next day like leftovers. So I'll look at my calendar next. And then this is also, I wanna make a note, this is specifically for dinners. So breakfasts and lunches, we just kind of eat like very simple, like, eggs, oatmeal, toast, bagels, whatever, like kind of on repeat. And then lunches, I just do like salads and sandwiches for me. And then whatever cheese sandwiches, whatever the boys like, I'll make them. So lunches and breakfast, I keep it very simple. This is what I do for dinners. So this is my mom binder. I got this idea from another content creator. Her name is Becca Bristow. And it has a quote on it. It says, "God walks among the pots and pans," which is from Saint Teresa of Avila, who's my favorite saint. And I just love that. It's like God is with you in your ordinary everyday life. And I think that's such a good reminder. And this design is from Be a Heart, which is like one of my favorite Catholic shops. I found this on Pinterest. So anyway, I go to my mom binder, and this is when I'm doing dinner specifically. So I've got my have and my need. And I also, sorry guys, I'm all over the place, but hopefully this is still helpful. I also have a note in my phone of to get at store, and I'll just add things throughout the week. Like, we're low on paper towels, add it to the list. We need this. Like if I see something throughout the week that it's not like a, everyday staple, like milk or eggs or something, then I'll add it to the list so I don't forget it. So then I go to my binder and I look at my recipe section, which is at the very back. So these, again, going back to the pen and paper thing, I have cooked so many recipes from like online, blogs, websites and stuff over the years. And I've really found my favorites. If you want me to share some of those, I was thinking of maybe doing another video that's like favorite easy recipes you can make. But I really don't like doing a recipe from like the website on my phone. I don't know about you, but I find that like ads pop up, the page keeps crashing, I keep having to scroll back down to the ingredients. Like, why is it always so hard to cook from a recipe on like your phone or even a laptop? I guess a laptop's probably easier, but sometimes I don't want to like haul my laptop around the kitchen, I suppose if you had an iPad that would be easier, but I don't have an iPad. But anyway, so I've got my binder and I've printed out my favorite like tried and true recipes that I really like making, that are easy, I can make for my family. And I start flipping through these recipes in the binder and I'm like, that could be good for that night. That could be good for that night. If I was a type A mom, which I'm definitely not, I would probably have these organized by categories. Like I've seen some people do it organized by like types of meat or crock pot versus like in, oven or whatever. I don't even have them organized that way. I just look through them and I'm like, oh, that sounds good. That sounds good. And this is what we have on hand. So I go through the recipes and then this is one thing that I like to use my phone for just because it's easy. I will make a little note in my phone that I write dinners and I write the date. So I have like the most recent one is in my very recent notes. And I write Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I write down every dinner that we're gonna do. And if it's something that I haven't tried before, I'll go ahead and grab the link to the website and put it like underneath that day. But if it's just something I have in the binder or something like tacos that I don't need a recipe for, then I'll just write down the name of it. And yeah, I think that's kind of everything. I'm trying to think if I miss anything, but I will say one tip that I have for meal planning is give yourself a night off at least once a week. Sometimes I try to do twice a week, where I kind of mentioned this earlier, but what I'll do is find a recipe that you can either do like a crock pot recipe and you can easily double it, or just a recipe that goes in the fridge well, which you'll kind of figure out over time. Some recipes don't hold up very well in the fridge and you just want to make one portion. But if you can make a double portion like 1 to 2 times a week, that clears off 2 nights a week at least that you're not having to cook. You could do it every night if you wanted to. But for me, sometimes it's just too much. So just making a double portion so that you don't have to cook the next night is really nice because it does give you a night off. And you can just heat up whatever it was that you made from the night before. I did that yesterday. I had made barbecue chicken, like a big pot in the crock pot, and I saved half of it for last night and had it 2 nights ago. And then I was able to all I did was make some green beans on the stove. I made some baked potatoes and it was so quick and very easy. Like I didn't really feel like I was cooking because it was, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes of prep yesterday. So anyway, those are some of my tips. I'm not a naturally organized person, so it's nice for me to have I like to kind of just do things in a way that works for me. And I'm sure there's probably people that are way more organized about this, but this process has actually made it very streamlined for me. I feel like we've saved a lot of money this way, especially shelf cooking, which I got that term from Jordan Page. She does a lot of budgeting, cooking type stuff where you go and look what's on your shelf already and how can you just make things from what you have on hand. I feel like I save a lot of money that way. There are certain times where I'm very tired and haven't got a lot of sleep from the kids or whatever. So I'll just go upstairs and my husband will watch the kids downstairs and I'll just be upstairs with my laptop and I'll just write out what I kind of from memory, what I think we have on hand. And then I'll just end up buying extras, which isn't the most efficient way of doing it, but sometimes I do that if I'm very tired. But yeah, if this is overwhelming to you too, believe me, it was overwhelming to me too when I first started. We used to eat out at least, I would say once a week, usually on Saturday nights we would do a takeout night. But then we were just trying to cut back on our expenses and save more money. And I got really gung-ho about cooking at home every night. And I feel I was able to kind of find things that were very easy to make that didn't feel like a lot of work. And I really don't dread it anymore. I used to feel like cooking every night was very overwhelming. So hopefully this is helpful to some people. And yeah, I want to share some recipes if you guys are interested in that. So let me know. I was also thinking about sharing my kind of like simplified cleaning routine that's been very helpful for me as someone who also is like very disorganized naturally and not like naturally on top of things with cleaning. And I feel like I've been able to get ahead of things better with my cleaning routine. So if that's something else that'd be helpful, let me know, because I'm thinking about sharing that as well. But anyway, it's fun to share this stuff with you guys. Comment on this video, let me know if there's any meal planning or like grocery hacks that have helped you. I'm always like looking for ways to make it more efficient, because I never know if I really have the best system, but it's working right now, and I hope this helps someone else. But yeah, comment how you do things, and if you have anything that's helped you like save time, or any recipes that you really like to make that make cooking easy. And we can all help each other out. I love those types of comment sections where people are just like sharing their tips and everyone's like getting good information from it. But yeah, well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, hopefully I'll be able to make another one soon, because I've really missed making videos on my channel since it's been very busy this year. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.